Hello, welcome to Service Learning 2020, parents, scholars, and guardians. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, I'm just going to show you a few of the typical things you'll see throughout the packet, as well as a few of the unique things. If you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to me. And I'm going to put my email here. That way you can reach out at any time. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So my email is dcervantes@Grimway Schools. Okay, now here is day one, the date, and you'll notice it says the objective and the content standard. I've broken it down that way we can see every single day what are we trying to learn here. And then it has the instructions itself. So in this particular assignment, we're going to be defining the term service and then doing some reading, using a graphic organizer, and we're going to just show what we know. So we need to read carefully as it says here, and if you want scholars, you can put a check mark next to each one of your assignments as you finish them. You'll also notice the materials here. So every day, if you have access to the technology, you want to use your Chromebook. That way you can research and also type anything in, make notes, all kinds of cool stuff that you can do with your Chromebook. Then there's also the KWL chart and the News ELA article for this particular assignment. You'll see one of these every single day. So it'll say day 1 or day 2, 10, whatever the date is, but every single day you'll see one of these worksheets. Now, something unique for days 1 and 2 is the KWL chart. We want scholars to show what they've already learned. They've been introduced when we were in the classrooms a few things, but let's just see what they remember. Then some things that they may want to know about service. So this might be a question such as, how do I get involved in volunteering? Or I'm curious about. It doesn't matter what the question is, I just want to see what they may want to know. And finally, after they read the article, they'll show us what they learned for the day. This is for day 1 and 2. Additionally, we also have the News ELA articles. You'll see a few of these throughout the service learning sessions, but one of them that I wanted to point out is this mobile library. Here you see a mother and her daughter, and this is just a perfect example of what students are involved in and people that are helping out in their communities. So we have a lot of things we can learn from people all throughout the nation and the world. And this particular one is in it's in the United States and it's in New York. So yes, I just wanted to show you this article because typically we'll read an article and then we'll also complete the activities if it is in our assignment. In the second week, you will complete a multiple intelligence worksheet, and this is just a series of yes or no statements, and it'll either be true or not true about you scholars. So as you answer the questions, you'll begin to see, based on the end, which is the multiple intelligence tally sheet, you'll see that you score high or you score low in particular areas. This doesn't mean you're smart or you're dumb in particular areas. All it means is that you prefer or you really like those particular things. So don't worry about the abbreviations for now, but like, for example, MU is music, and if you score really high in this particular area, that just means that you really love music and that's a strong area in your life. We want to use that to be able to serve people as well. So yes, in the second week, we'll learn about our strengths and take an inventory. I'm going to backtrack just for a moment because another type of form you may see is a check for understanding. This is just a quick quiz to see if we remember what service is, what learning is based on our definitions, as well as some things that we might value. I want to check for understanding in other areas such as investigation. Maybe we remember, maybe we don't, and this will just be an opportunity to see our progress. So you'll fill out some different forms, and finally, our project for the first 2 weeks. This is just a sample here. It's not a completed sample, but it is the worksheet itself. So based on the top 5 that I showed you earlier from this worksheet, you will use that information then to represent yourself and your strengths. So scholars, you'll have an opportunity to use images, magazine clippings, photos, pencils and colored pencils to be able to display and express your different strengths in these boxes here. So by the end, you will be presenting this in the final Friday of the first 2 weeks. I believe that's May 8th. And I will walk you through all of that. So I have some tips and tricks up my sleeve. That was a tongue tie. Tips and tricks up my sleeves to be able to show you how to present this information well. I know you guys can do it, and parents and scholars, once again, if you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to me. This is just a few things I wanted to show you, and I really look forward to being in support of you the entire way. So reach out if you have any questions. I'll see you soon.